All right. This is put on the map. When you put something on the map or put someone on the map, you make that thing or person well known. So if you say, yeah, I'm going to put you on the map, that means I'm going to make you famous. Your name is going to be on the map, okay? We're on the map, right? We're famous. You can look us up on the map. You will know, people will know where to find us, where we're from, who we are, okay? So this expression is something like when we were growing up, where I was growing up before it got very developed, it wasn't a very well-known place. And as the county got more and more developed, we started to, we got on the map. We got famous. Our area, our county got famous, and it got well known. Okay, so that's what put on the map is. I'm going to put you on the map. Or, we're on the map. Our city is on the map. Yeah, your city is on the map, on a physical map, but when you say our city is on the map or our town is on the map, it means, the whole country knows about our town or our city, or the whole country knows about us. We're on the map, okay? That's what that means. Step up to the plate. This idiom is from baseball. But when you step up to the plate, it's like when you give it a try. You're stepping up, right? You're giving it a try. You take responsibility. You got to step up to the plate, right? When there's something that needs to be done at your work or at your company, you got to step up to the plate. You got to be the one who takes responsibility for what needs to be done. At home, you have to step up to the plate, right? Maybe your daughter or son or daughters or sons, whatever your family situation is, they need someone to help them with their homework. You got to step up to the plate. You got to take responsibility to it. What if they are hungry? You got to step up to the plate. You got to be the one who cooks them something to eat, okay? And once again, like work, right? Take responsibility, somebody has to make more videos, right? I stepped up to the plate, right? I'm making videos, right? So also, take a chance. Okay, yeah, take a chance. You got to step up to the plate, right? Maybe your whole life you've been thinking about a business that you've always wanted to do, but you never really try to make that business actually happen, right? You got to step up to the plate. You got to really set up the business and go to the city and file the paperwork to make that business an official business, right? But all of that, you got to step up to the plate to do it. The ball is in your court. This expression is, this idiom came from basketball, right? The ball is in your court, okay? In other words, it's saying that you can make the decision. It's up to you. All right, you are in authority to make the decision. Okay, so the ball's in your court. This can be like, let's say you got into an argument with somebody, and now things have died down, and you're both calm, and you might say, well, what do you want to do about this? And you tell them, you know what, the ball's in your court. It's up to you. You want to just scrap it? In other words, you just want to throw it away, forget about it? Let's just forget it. It's up to you. You want to keep fighting? We could keep fighting. All right? Something you might say to your spouse or sibling or very close friend, right? The ball's in your court. But you can also use this at work. You give an offer to another company, and the company's deciding, and maybe the company's kind of just like, oh, let's just wait and see how they act. Maybe they will lower the price or something, and then the company calls you back. Well, what do you want to do? And you tell them the ball's in your court. We gave you an offer. It's up to you. You want to take it or do you not want to take it? You got to make the decision, right? So that's what all that means. The ball's in your court, okay? You make the decision, all right? You have the ball in your hands. You got to dribble. You got to make the decision with the ball, okay? Blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise is something good, from something you didn't expect that there will be good in it, right? I'm sorry, you didn't expect there would be good, or you didn't recognize the blessing. You didn't recognize the blessing from the start. So, for example, let's say you had to, your friend insisted you go to some party and you really didn't want to go to the party. You're like, why are you dragging me to this party? I need to study for my test. Just leave me alone. And your friend is like, come on, come on. And for you, you don't see anything good coming out of going to this party. And that night you meet your future wife. That's a blessing in disguise, right? You didn't expect anything good to come out of it, but a blessing came out of it. Maybe you you go somewhere with your friend, or you buy something, or you do something, you just didn't think anything good about it, but something good came out of it. It's a blessing in disguise. Also, it's like you didn't recognize the blessing. In other words, you did something, you bought something, you met somebody or whatever, you didn't recognize the good that will come out of it. All right, it's shocking. You're like, wow, I didn't think I would be blessed like this. I didn't think something this good will come out of this situation. That's a blessing in disguise. It's in disguise. It's not there for you to see, but it comes out. Now, there's cut corners. Cut corners is like you're not doing all the steps properly because you're lazy. Or maybe you're not doing something completely because you want to save money. Okay, that's cut corners, right? So sometimes maybe like you have a school project, and it's a very big project, it's very complicated. And sometimes you just cut corners on making your project, right? You don't do it exactly how it's meant to be done because you want to save time, or you're just lazy. You rather do something else, right? Sometimes when we do math problems, in America, we use calculators instead of doing it by hand. We're cutting corners, right? We cut corners. It's just easier. Or when you do a math problem and your teacher tells you to show every step, but sometimes you skip a step because you don't want to write every step. It takes up a long time. You cut corners. All right, and so we do this maybe at work. Family situation, or any situation where you cut corners. Now, there's not doing something completely to save money. In other words, like maybe you own a restaurant and sometimes you don't put all the ingredients, or you don't put in an ingredient, or there's a special way of cooking something and you don't cook it exactly that way to save money, or because you're lazy, whatever. That's cut corners. Okay.